Hello, this is the second video about the Heroes Chronicles campaigns. Now I'm going to continue with the second scenario. I have already defeated the first one. I will choose the Wolf Raiders and once again play it on the impossible difficulty. So let's begin. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is give all my forces to Tarnum and let Dessa be the scavenger, and I think in this scenario there are not much that we can do first hand. Oh, okay, followers, that's good. That's the thing about small maps. You don't have enough room to explore at first because all roads are blocked with creatures, and so yeah, at first since we begin the impossible we play in the impossible difficulty, we have to gather as many resources as we can and build up the economy of our town. Now in later scenarios that might not be the case because our heroes will be strong enough to clear the area around them, so maybe purchasing as many creatures as possible early in the game would make a difference. But as for now, we cannot attack creatures without casualties. As you see, we have a lot of casualties even at the start, but we need to clear the way. So now I didn't get the chance to make a new boar a new boar creature, and I think for the rest of the campaign I will stick with that one. I think it's pretty decent, though there is room for improvement. I may at least improve on the town screen and hero screen boars so that they are a little easier on the eye, but we'll have to see. For now I will focus on playing the campaigns. Now the first video was actually published in lower resolution. I changed that in this video because I don't really know what happened. YouTube had the resolution to standard DVD, though I wanted it to be HD. And I think I can manage to have HD the rest of the videos. At least I will try to do so. and I will try to enhance as much as possible the resolution and the quality of these videos. Now, as you may remember, the caravanserai will add an extra income. That's why I built it here, since I couldn't build the castle. And in a few days we will be able to build the capital, and from then on it's pretty much standard procedure. I will try to upgrade the hobgoblins to wolf raiders again, so that I have a pretty decent striking force early on in the game. This scenario will actually be a nice opportunity to show off the changes I made in the Wizard's Town, the tower, and yeah, I am going to change a little bit my tactics because I couldn't wait any longer. In the tower there are a lot of new features, and as soon as I take control of an enemy tower, and I think there are three in this scenario, so I think I might get the first one pretty early on, and I will show you what changes you can expect in my mode in tower. And as this series progresses, I think all other changes will also be revealed as well. Now, as I said, now that we have a decent amount of wolf raiders, it is time we cleared up the rest of the area. Now, okay, I have 4 secondary skills. I am not playing this mod with infinite secondary skills, so I must be careful. But since no magic skills are allowed, I think it's pretty... they are pretty easy choices. They will all be might skills, so most of them, if not all, will be useful in one way or another. So now that the path is cleared, I will scavenge a little more. Now we don't get to keep any new hero in this scenario either, so I'm going to stick with Dessa for this one. In the next one, I think we get to keep at least 2 other ones, so or at least one other. I don't remember correctly. We'll see next week. Okay, now that we have capital, our earnings are substantial, and we can go on and let's make the hollow. No, yeah, will try to build the cliff nest in the next turn and see. Yes, okay. Now having that many wolf raiders early on is going to make a lot of difference, and I'm going to strive to flag the rock dwelling as well. Rocks are one of the most powerful level 5 creatures, so if not the most powerful. I think they, from my perspective, they are tied with pit fiends and pit lords, which can be used to raise the demons. Okay, here are a little more resources. That's going to be handy. So as I said in the previous video, the Heroes Chronicles campaigns are pretty much forgiving. The resources are plentiful and you can easily walk about. Now I could choose diplomacy, but I think it's very overpowerful and I don't want to play like that. I don't want to win the game like that, because then because most of the creatures in these scenarios are stronghold allied, so that would make my army extremely powerful very quickly. So that's pretty much like cheating, so I don't want to do that. And so now, as you can see, we have 6 rocks already. I'm going to upgrade the cliff nest, and I think that's the best strategy to get as many Thunderbirds early on as you can. Now, as you see, it's already week 3 and we have a lot of Wolf Raiders and Thunderbirds. I'm going to stick with this striking force for now. Let's see. Okay, let's take the rest of the resource generators. And this does have much to do, though I can get a little more Thunderbirds and Wolf Raiders. Now I don't want the boars because they're not that powerful. Since the Hobgoblins upgrade to Wolf Raiders, I think it was crucial that the second tier stronghold creature would be less powerful than the Wolf Raiders were in the original Heroes tree, for balancing issues. And the thing is that all of the towns have at least one new feature. Okay, Thunderbird. They have at least one new feature that strengthens each town. So I think the towns are balanced, but I would like to know what you think in the comments. I lost too many Wolf Riders. It was time I joined them together. Let's get some more goblins. And I can build now. The Ogre Fort needs a lot of wood, so it will have to wait. Now, as you can see, the Thunderbirds pretty much can do all the work by their own. Having the cliff nest is pretty much a really great asset. Though the opponents have dwellings as well, I think, and they have 3 towns, but still I'll take basic armor here. But still they don't, I think they can't build higher level units in this scenario, so there won't be a problem. Now, even though the Tarnum isn't a magical hero, he does know a few spells. And I think pretty much all the spells a barbarian has to learn are like slow and haste. I think these are the basic spells you can expect. And here is another new feature. I have edited all the creature banks and Dragon Utopia and so forth, all of the objects that are attackable, so that they have a unique and fitting background. As you saw, the dragonfly nest was had a different background, and this was taken from Morn's Battlefield mod, though in his mode the new backgrounds were pretty much random, and there wasn't that much association with all of the objects found in the map. I associated each object in the map with a different background, and I enhanced as I could the terrain new backgrounds, making it a lot more colorful. Okay, now I got the +1 attack, as you can see. I will, now that we have towers in this scenario, I will get the +1 knowledge as well, though the barbarian might not be that useful, but still I will try and make my heroes as strong as I can. Still I cannot build the Ogre Fort next day. It will have to wait. And I think with this message we get a free behemoth lair, yep, and recruits. I could upgrade, but I want to have all of the creatures before upgrade. There's actually another new feature in my mod. Oh, okay. Here comes blue. These creatures are not upgraded. I will try to kill as many genies as I can. Though I don't think I will get the chance. Maybe Gargoyles was a better option. Yep. Ah, okay. At least I got one more. That's okay. Okay, now blue is in my territory, but that's okay because I have a lot of money and Tarnum is near. He can easily make him go away. Thankfully Dessa was not near, because I would lose Dessa. And as I said, I will refrain from using autosave and save in general. I'm going to play this as straightforward as it can get. Though it is known that Vogue and Era has, maybe not often, but sometimes it crashes. But so if that happens, I will obviously have to load the autosave, but I will not make any change in what I did in the autosave. So if that happens, I will not make any other decision. Now let's... Okay, we got lucky. And the haste to the Wolf Raiders. Now in the next scenarios, as I get the better tactics, haste won't be really necessary. I think tactics is a necessity for a barbarian. You can get all your creatures up front and they'll reach the enemy at first sight. And expert haste and slow doesn't do the trick as good. I think tactics is somewhat underrated secondary skill. People don't usually get it because they think they can rely on haste, but that's not always the case. Okay, so now blue was vanquished. I will get some Thunderbirds again. Get that plus 1000 gold. And I think now that blue has lost a battle, I think it's time we left and take the battle to him. I'm pretty sure the one that attacked me is the nearest to me. So I'm going to pay him a visit, and actually I'm going to pay him a visit as fast as I can, so that he cannot, so that he has not the time to regroup. Now, maybe I should go for Ancient Behemoths, but I think it's okay. Regular Behemoths will do the trick as well. I have a lot of Thunderbirds, I don't think I need more. Let me upgrade them first. I forgot the legs. And see how it goes. Okay, I think I can buy one more and rely on some archers as well. Right, I didn't get the ogres because unupgraded, they're not much use. Okay, another ambush. As I said in the previous video, ambushes are pretty common in the Heroes Chronicles campaigns, so you must always be careful. They don't have that much troops, but they can be a nuisance. So that's that. Okay, now I think in the second day I will get to blue. Having basic tactics is pretty much the same with no tactics at all. Though it is good that the Thunderbirds can reach the enemy at once. Thankfully I didn't lose any. Oh, and Tarnum maxed out now. Now that means that it is Dessa's turn to take up the army and do the campaign, the rest of the campaign. But obviously Tarnum will be close at hand to benefit from any skills that he can learn. Not through experience, obviously. Now, okay, this has the upgraded golem factory. This is one of the changes. I will show it right now. As you can see, you can purchase all types of golems, though the golems do not upgrade to gold and diamond. The gold and diamond golems are actually, they work like external dwellings. They have their own growth, and they are not affected by citadel or castle. You get 3 golden golems and 2 diamond each week, but still it's a nice addition, I think, and they are pretty useful. There are many times that I leave them without purchasing them, and I can have this way extra troops if an enemy ambushes my town, if he reaches when I am not aware. And so yeah, Tarnum will give his troops to Dessa. I think Tessa will max out in experience as well. Now, because there are a lot of new... Let's get the Wall of Knowledge now that they are both here, so that they benefit from +1 knowledge. I think Tarnum can get this, the rest of these resources, and Tessa can go forth, so that the campaign will march to its end. And I will try to build the upgraded Mage Tower to show you the next feature in the tower town as well. Just to show you what other new features you can find in my home. I think I can get a pack of behemoths are a pretty formidable opponent. Oh. No, this I didn't expect that. But thankfully Tarnum has a lot of creatures. Now, as I said, I can buy the gold golems, the diamond golems, and not affect the town's growth at all. I think they can defend the town, and they did their job, because Blue didn't try to retake my town, and now I'm able to kill him, even though I don't have enough troops, but I do have a better hero. And this is it. Now Tarnum can get a few troops from tower as well, while Dessa comes here and upgrades the behemoths. I think I can upgrade the whole town. There's no real rush. Blue isn't going anywhere anyway, and it will be nice to have Cyclops upgraded and the Ogromancy upgraded. And now, as I said, there is a new feature in Stronghold as well, the Cyclops Cave. In Heroes 3, its cost was 20 crystals now, and this was a heavier toll than Behemoth, and so you would prefer to build the Behemoth lair before the Cyclops Cave, and that was pretty much, I think it was a shortcoming of Stronghold, and it was a shortcoming because Stronghold doesn't even give crystals. I mean, it relies heavily on crystals and no other precious resource, but it doesn't really give you a way of obtaining it. I mean, the resource silo gives you +1 wood and ore, and which is nice. Okay, you most of the buildings need the wood and ore, so that's understandable, but then you need like 30 crystals, no, 40 crystals to have Behemoths and Cyclops build, and I mean the upgraded versions, and that's like as many crystals as the green dragons need in Rampart, but in Rampart you get crystals from the resource silo. So in Rampart that would be understandable, but in Stronghold relying so much in crystals does not make very much sense. And so I made the Cyclops cave rely on various precious resources, so that you can actually get them easier, since you don't have the opportunity to get them in the resource silo. Now I hope I get the behemoth. Yeah, okay. Thankfully I didn't have any casualties. Actually, no. I don't think I need it for my secondary hero. Now I can get the second down as well. And once I get it, I will get Tarnum here, so that he can learn the +1 knowledge and as many spells as he can learn. Dessa has wisdom, and so she can learn a few more spells, and I will try to build as many mage guilds as I can, as many levels as I can, though I will not drag this out because there's no much reason to keep this up any longer. I think in about like the game has 10 more minutes, let's say, and it will end. Okay, so now I got this town, and I can build the Wall of Knowledge. Oh, this town already has a library, so I can build the upgraded mage tower and show you what I will build it here as well, to show you what the other new feature in tower is here. So here it is. Now in the mage tower you get mages, but you can also get sorceresses, and enchanters, and they still work like the gold golems do and the diamond golems, because they work as an external dwelling again. You get 3 sorceresses and 2 enchanters, just like you get 3 gold golems and 2 diamond each week. And now the thing about towers is that it is the most expensive town there is in Heroes, and one might say that the addition of these creatures makes it even more expensive. But to be honest, I think any one of you, and me including myself, I would prefer to have 2 enchanters than like 30 gremlins. Gremlins have their uses, of course, as well. If you have a lot of them, the fact that they are a ranged unit makes them not maybe not that valuable, but still useful. But I think it would be better to have the benefit of 2 enchanters rather than 30 master gremlins, because the enchanters will cast a mass spell each 3 turns, and that can be groundbreaking. That can change the course of a battle. Okay, now I upgraded the augurs as well. And the boars are the only one left. I think I won't upgrade them because I have a lot of boars that are not upgraded in my other town. So Tarnum gets here. I will build up this mage guild as well. The Tarnum will not be able to learn 30 level spells, but this I will, if I have the time to return her in the tower. And I can get here. I think I'll just get him with a spell. Okay, now I get the expert wisdom. That's good because in the next scenarios I will be able to learn 5th level spells as well. No. And in these scenarios, since you cannot have Tarnum learn any magic skills, it is important to have your heroes work as a chain. It is a standard tactic in Heroes 3 when you don't have Town Portal or even a Fly or Dimension Door. So Tarnum I think is protected, and Dessa can go for the final strike. I think it will end soon. I will let Tarnum. Can he reach it? Yeah. Okay. Tarnum will get this star access, and Dessa is free to get the last battle. Now let's see if Blue puts up a fight. Okay. He does have a lot of creatures, but I think I have a better hero, and I think what will make the difference is the behemoths. Now, if Blue was allowed to have titans as well, then I would be in a tricky place. But now he won't be able to withstand their attack. Let's get this here. Okay, he got lucky. Even one genie can cast a spell, so. But I won't leave my Thunderbirds there. Okay, protection for fire. Oh, one ancient behemoth. Okay. Now, for some reason, the landmines didn't work. I think that might be because of the background, since it is rock terrain and rock terrain. It is the terrain of the barbarians anyway, and I think that's why it didn't work. Though I think I remember it, the landmines worked the previous time, so I don't really know what happened. But still, it worked in my advantage. Now the battle is almost even out. I lost most of the behemoths. I still have my archers and the ogromancy, of course. Get there. these Nagas, man, they are very powerful. Wow, it will be close. A close battle. I don't expect that he would put up such a fight, but still, I think I can still work it out, however. Yeah, the Thunderbirds made the difference in the end. So this begins soon. Yeah, why not? And so yeah, this is it. This concludes the second video of the Heroes Chronicles campaigns in my mode, the Hero of Light mode, the Glory of War, and we get to the next one soon. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I really hope you leave a comment and say what you think about it, what would you like to see in it, and so forth. And so this is it. Stay tuned for more, and see you next week. Cheers.